Hi, friends. So today we will be reading Gilberto and the Wind. And this book is by Marie Hall Ets. So Marie Hall Ets is the author and illustrator of this book. So that means she wrote all the words and drew all the pictures in this book. So let's take a look at the cover. I see a little boy, and then he has a hat. And then, oh, it looks like he's holding his hat down, and I wonder why. So we're going to read on and figure out what this book is about. I hear wind whispering at the door. You, he whispers, you. So I get my balloon and I run out to play. At first, wind is gentle and just floats my balloon around in the air. But then, with a jerk, he grabs it away and carries it to the top of a tree. Window wind, I say, blow it back to me, please. But he won't. He just laughs and whispers, you. Oh, so Gilberto, so this little boy right here, he's talking about the wind as if it's a person. Um, and it says that the wind laughs and whispers, but it's not really doing that. It's just um moving or moving things along because of the strong wind. Wind loves to play with the wash on the line. He blows the pillow slips into balloons and shakes the sheets and twists the apron strings. And he pulls out all the clothespins that he can. Then he tries on the clothes, though he knows they're too small. So right here, I see a bunch of clothes and they're hanging. They're hanging from a clothesline. And it's just a piece of string that you put clothes on with a clothespin. So these are kind of like little clips. And the wind loves umbrellas. So once when I took one out in the rain, he tried to take it away from me. When he couldn't, he broke it. Oh, it seems like the wind is very strong and it broke this umbrella. I know that happens to me sometimes. And look at his hat as well. It's flying off of his head. If the gate in the pasture is left unlatched, wind plays with that too. He opens it, then bangs it shut, making it squeak and cry. Window wind, I say, and I go climb on. Give me a ride. But with me on it, the gate is too heavy. Wind can't move it at all. So if something is heavy, the wind won't move it. Just like here, the gate is heavy because he's on it. So the wind can't move it back and forth like it was over here. When the grass is tall in the meadow, wind and I like to race. Wind runs ahead, then comes back and starts over. But he always wins because he just runs over the top of the grass and I have to run through it and touch the ground with my feet. So right here, I see some white and this is the wind. So as you can see, the wind is on top of the grass. So it's able to move a lot faster than Gilberto, who has to struggle with the grass. When the big boys on the hill have kites to fly, wind helps them out. Wind carries their kites way up to the sky and all around. Have any of you ever seen a kite? I know that kites, they go up in the air thanks to wind. So if there's no wind, it's kind of hard to use kites. But when I have a kite, wind will fly it at all. He just drops it. When they say, I don't like you today. So look, it seems like this kite, it just dropped to the floor because the wind probably stopped moving. And look at his face. He doesn't look too happy about that. When the apples are ripe in the fall, I run with wind to the pasture and wait under the tree. And wind always blows one down for me. So look at this apple tree. How awesome. And then when there is a big gush of wind, some of them fall and Gilberto was able to grab one and it looked like he's eating one. And when I have a boat with a paper sail, wind comes and sails it for me, just as he sails big sailboats for sailors on the sea. How awesome. And when I have a pinwheel, wind comes and plays too. First, I blow it myself to show him how. Then I hold it out or hold it up and wind blows it for me. And when he blows it, he turns it so fast that it whistles and sings. And all I can see is a blur. So right here, you can see the pinwheel when it's not moving. So it's a stick with kind of blades on it or things that move around once air hits it. So once air hits it, uh, it starts turning like you can see right here. And it just goes round and round and round. Wind likes my soap bubbles best of all. He can't make the bubbles. I have to do that, but he carries them way up into the air for the sun to color. Then he blows them back and makes me laugh when they burst into my eyes or on the back of my hand. Oh, I know I love playing with bubbles. The bubbles can be very small or very big, but then once you blow them out, the wind moves them. When the leaves have fallen off the trees, I like to sweep them into a pile. But then wind comes along, and just to show that he can sweep without a broom, wind scatters the leaves all about again, and he blows the dirt in my face. So Gilberto right here, it seems like he might not like the wind when he does that, when it messes up um his organization or when it blows something in his face. That's not nice. Sometimes wind is so strong, he starts breaking the trees and knocking down fences. Then I'm afraid. I run in the house and lock the door. And when wind comes howling after me and tries to squeeze in through the keyhole, I tell him no. But then comes a day when wind is all tired out. Wind, I whisper, "Oh, wind, where are you?" "Shh," answers wind, and he stirs one dry leaf to show where he is. So I lie down beside him and we both go to sleep under the willow tree. So when the wind is not moving at all, Gilberto says that's because he's all tired out. And it seems like Gilberto likes it when the wind is all tired out because he's able to go to sleep peacefully. Oh, that is awesome. So there's a lot of things that we saw the wind do in this book. So thank you so much for reading with me, and I hope you enjoyed.